I knew I forgot something. The women. Okay. Judah. Um, sorry, I just ate some cereal, some bran flakes. Have you had bran flakes in a long time? Well, I eat a lot of them because I don't have any food. So pretty good, better than I remember. So probably gonna run my teeth. Anyway, um, I have no Christmas anything done. I will tell you that right now. This is all day, every day, and it's my house is beyond it. I can't. I just can't look at it anymore. I can't. But oh, how can you just can't? You know, it's just such a glorious thing. I mean, unbelievable, unbelievable. Makes everything else just so petty. Um, the women, Judah. Remember his daughter-in-law, Tamar. Okay, she'd married two of his sons, and both those sons had died, and she still didn't have a child. Well, he thought she was cursed, and he had a third son, one more son. He wasn't gonna give that one over to marry her because he thought she was cursed and he was gonna die. And he wasn't gonna have it. So by giving her a divorce and letting her divorce, but it meant that she had to live as a widow. I mean, she couldn't marry. She was never going to have children. She was young. She was young. She wasn't going to stand for that. You know, she wanted a child. Didn't want to lose her inheritance. I mean, she would have just been, you know. So what did she do? She dressed, seductively and secretively, and covered herself so she was unrecognizable, and she played the role of a harlot. Okay, remember? And when he came in, because he had just come in from the shearing of the sheep, okay, and so when he had seen her, and she wanted to lay with him, because she totally had this all set up. She wanted a child, okay, and she wanted to gain, to be able to stand in the family and not be cast out because her two husbands had died. It wasn't her fault. So she he said, I have no money on me, I have nothing, but he had a seal. See, he had his seal, his signet seal, Judah's signet seal. That was big, right? Kind of like a scepter, right? So he left that with her till the next day when he was going to bring her back money or a sheep or a lamb or whatever he was going to give her, but either an animal or money. Okay, and then he was going to get his seal back, because the seal, that's everything, right? You can't lose your seal. Well, guess what? She wasn't there. She tricked him. Okay, and this all came about, if you know the story. He goes to his father Abraham, Jacob, to ask Jacob what he should do, and then it comes out that she goes to him in the tent, and she gives him the seal, and then she tells him, why, and he said, I'm the one who did this. I'm so sorry. I'm the one who did this. And he didn't marry her, but she did have twin boys. And see, again, it starts the twin boys. The twin boys. Okay? Now, this all has to do with the birth order of things, because this becomes your line of David. Okay, this becomes your line of Jesse. This goes down the line of to King David. Now, thing is, when the first boy was going to come out, the midwife marked a red on his hand, okay, or tied a red cloth or a little red string around him, because one of the hands came out, okay. She knew they were twins, and she was marking them, so she marked one with a red something mark. But what happened was, Perez, the second one, he jumped ahead of his brother and came out first. So it was the second born, really, stepping over the firstborn to get out first, um, and you got to understand that story, because this is where, since the beginning, it was the firstborn overlooked by the second born always ended up getting the firstborn's blessing. Okay, and so hence with Esau and Jacob, and it goes all the way back. I mean, this is huge, huge, huge. But here in this case, this one, not like Jacob was holding on to Esau's heel, right? Okay, Jacob, that everybody thinks is good, right? I mean, that's how we look at Jacob, right? The good side. What does it say that the serpent will always nip at the heels of man, right? So when Jacob was coming, he was holding on, nipping the heels of Esau. Get that? Well, he just slide right up. He wasn't going to nip at anybody's heels. He's just going straight up, okay? But the younger, who was really supposed to be the firstborn, had the mark, the red ribbon around. You know, he was going to be the scapegoat. Get that? Let me scapegoat. That's what that meant. But see, it's the goat again. What the binding of Isaac, okay, his hands and feet were bound, okay, when he was going to be a sacrifice, right? But what happened is, right at the last minute, God says, Abraham, don't lay hand on him, and I'll supply it, and he supplied the ram, but Isaac's feet and hands were bound, and that represents Jesus, okay, at the cross. But it also represents something coming in. You know, so I said, it's not as you think. I'm telling you, something is not different there. But look, Sarah, it's these barren women, okay? Sarah, barren, had Isaac. All right? Rachel, barren, had Joseph. And then she had Benjamin, but Joseph, okay? Elizabeth was barren. She had John. Okay? It's the wombs, these barren wombs, right? Anna, Mary's mother, was barren, okay? And just wanted a child. You know, Mary was raised, I mean, she was special when she was born. They knew it, okay? She was raised in the temple. I mean, it's not the story. She was very special, and they knew it when she was born, okay? But her mother was barren, okay? But yet, Jesus was born to Mary, a virgin womb. But look at the other ones. Ishmael, born to Hagar, no problem, right? Leah, look, had all them boys right off the bat, no problem, right? Something with the barren, and it's the barren. It's something with those barren children that are marked there to be noticed, right? And that's the ones we look to, okay? But telling you, see, John the Baptist, his mother was barren. You can almost line up who goes with who by their mother's womb. Who was barren, who had children in old age, who had children in the young, and who had children in their old age. It's the same pattern. Okay? It's the same pattern. And you can pretty well tell who they are. You know? I don't know how else to say that, but that's what it is. You have to notice all these. You have to notice them all. And again, just as Jesus and the disciples went on in Acts, he's going to again go out. They're going to go out just like they did then. All right? Just like they did then. And so Revelation is all of it. But again, Revelation, that starts when John was lifted up. That's the up, okay? It's up. And then it's seeing what's going on here. Not here, but I mean at that level one. And you know what? That's the wilderness too, okay? it'll be somebody's people's paradise, but it'll be some wilderness because you have to go through it, right? So it's gonna be a famine for many. Okay, so it's you're gonna be fed there. It's where you're hand fed. Okay, those that don't know, those that don't know, you don't have that. You can't enter into the city until the golden city because you don't know. You have to be taught. Because what you don't learn here on earth, you have to be taught up there before you. And remember, I told you, not everybody's admitted to the city. You're kind of on the outskirts, and that's what it is. So just be ready. I mean, you learn. Open your eyes. Don't be lazy. See, you're all about the. Everybody's all about the world. You know, their sister's husband's boyfriend, or sister's husband's girlfriend, blah blah blah, blah. And what? I'm telling you, you think you know, but you guys get all this because this is what the patterns are. What all of the patterns are. And oh gosh, they all just continually repeat these. Everything that's going to happen is what was in Maccabees. Okay, and oh my gosh, Josephus. Everything's just gonna repeat. It's gonna repeat because it's just what it does. So, and it's about brothers, okay? It's about brothers. Now, our God of the universe, underneath it starts all this, okay? Is what it is. That starts all this, okay? And there's tit for tats, kind of, right? But there's a reason for it all, and for him to allow it. But in the end, he's going to reconcile all the brothers. And that's what it is. It's brothers. You know, Moses and Pharaoh, you know, they're brothers. And they're really the story of it, too. But you always have a father. You always have, you know, the brothers, whether it be through another father, you know. But it's the same story being told over and over and over. Okay? That's what it is. So, just be ready, guys, because there couldn't be more signs in the sky, literally, because if you go back through the times and the years and put these together in these dates, all those times before, all those were huge marker dates. Of course they were. And all those marker dates that we set there, all now these days are precise, and so they're all in just perfect order. So look at all these things. Go back and read. Please do. Please go back and read. And no, and you know, like Zechariah, you know, he was killed in the temple when they were out looking for John because they were killing all the 2-year-olds, you know, because John was just born too, right? So Elizabeth and him went running and they ran to the mountain, right? And they were stuck, and she pleaded for the mountain to open and hide them, and that's what the mountain did. All right. So, but Zechariah was killed in the temple because he wouldn't tell them where his son was. These are patterns. So Zechariah was killed because he was keeping watch, and it was his time of duty. And he wasn't going to leave, but he was killed in the temple. So they're all patterns, and everything's going to go up there. So please don't open your eyes, guys. Don't be so caught up in everything that you can't see, because this is how everybody's going to be caught off guard. And this is how he's going to say, I don't know you. They're going to say, but yeah, it's me. I did this. Remember I did this? I did the cake bazaar. I mean, like 10 years in a row. I mean, come on. I went and took all the pies to the houses. I did. I took all them pies to all them women, you know, who signed the card. And, you know, I took them a coffee cup. And I stood at the table and I signed them up for all of our events. I was me. I did that. I did it all. I did that. I was in charge of that. I took the pies to the house to all the new people coming to church. He said, say, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. You know, I hope the pie was good. It's because that time is so great that we do that and that people do that. Not saying that that's not a great thing. It is a great thing. It is a wonderful thing. Okay? But do you know? Do you know the truth? While you're out there, Christmas caroling, singing what you think you know, what are you doing? You know? Who knew? Who knew at the end of this? But you guys, if you look at, you can see this whole thing coming through these videos. You could see it coming. And a lot of them trailed off because that teaching was just too hard. I think I felt. I couldn't get away from it. But I knew it was true. I knew it was true. I kept saying, I knew it's true. You either knew me or you didn't know me when you first came on. You either knew, we're going to hang in this, no one, it didn't go down the rabbit hole, went in crazy land, or you lost faith and said, no, she just whacked out, and that's okay. That's understandable. It's our flesh. That's okay. I know that's understandable because it's hard. I'm in it 24/7. It's hard, Now you can't get away from it, and I wouldn't want to get away from it because it's, do I know everything? No way I don't know anything. I mean, everything. I don't know everything. I don't. But I know this. I do know this. So, you can deliver pies every day of the week if you want to. It's not going to make you any closer to him. Because he's got to remove these, and you've got to ask him to. Got to ask him to, because that's when you truly chase the heart of God, and that's his garden is in his heart. So if you want to be in his garden, you want to be in his heart. But if you don't have time, you got time for Sunday and all that stuff, and you got time to take them pies, you got time for blowing this. This is on, okay? Boy, he sure gives it to you. He sure gives it to you. He watches you stumble along the way. He does. But that's because we just go back and dig deeper. We just dig deeper. He's going to bring everybody in. He really is going to bring everybody in. But it's okay. Are you going to hit the? Are you going to hit the wilderness path? Okay, are you going to have to go through that wilderness because there's some rocks there, there's some sand there, there's some sun there, there's a lot of heat there, okay? I'm telling you, there's lots and lots of heat, so it's gonna be a little hot, but you'll get there. But I'm just gonna open our eyes, what else we have to know. So what it is, just be aware that these are things that we need to know, and he'll let us. We just have to learn. We just have to learn. Because that's him. And if this stuff has been hidden and we haven't looked under every... These are the pearls. This is the pearls. This is the pearls. Don't cast your pearls to swine. So you find your pearls, right? But you get up there because there's swine there, right? And so if you're casting your crown, you're casting them, right? Who you cast them to? You cast them to swine? That's what that means. That's what that means. Know who you're casting your pearls, your crown at. Wow. Thank you, Lord. How good is he? Wow. It's just how he does it. It's just how he rolls. I'm telling you, just how he rolls. Just ask him. I mean, thing is, he's going to give it to you. So you're going to have to go and dig. You got to read. I mean, it's a lot. You got to go back, but that's why. It's all right here in front of us, see? And he knows that. He knows you can find it. You can find it, and he will give you this heavenly divine breadcrumbs. Truly, truly he will. Bam, right there. And you got to read, and he'll give you. He'll connect the dots for you. And but you got to charge on. You can't give up because that teaching is just too hard. And my neighbor doesn't know it. My neighbor said that she was watching 2020 and, or no, not 2020, but, the History Channel. And they had on there those lost books and banned from the Bible, you know. And so I'm not going to read those because she said that those were not, I'm not supposed to read those. Okay, don't read them. Don't read them. Listen to your neighbor. Okay, but boy, that's where God's going to send you. And to all of them. Because the thing is, what's in there is out there. Okay? It's just finding it. And then he will lead you to there to confirm. Okay? And then, after that, he will take you back to the scriptures. Because guess what? Every single bit of that is in the scriptures. But we just didn't know how to read them. You don't know how to read them. I didn't know how to read them, but I do now, only for the blessings of him allowing me to. So every single thing that you find out here, okay, he will bring you home to confirm it, and he will bring it right in the palm of your hand, because it will be right in scripture. You just can't find it. You don't know it because you don't have sight to see it. Okay? So once you do go to these places, okay, the History Channel, you know, banned by the Bible, okay, he'll let you read it, and then he's going to turn around and he's going to put it right in front of you, because it's going to be in that book, and he's going to blow on it, and he's going to open those pages, and then when you read them, he's going to confirm it all, because it's right there. It's just written where you can't understand it. That is when he says, let those who have hearing hear what the Spirit is saying. That's what that is. Good luck to you. Okay? I hope I helped you guys. We're at the end here now. Truly are. We're at the end now. I know that. So, can't wait to meet you guys. Can't wait to see you. This is 2015 is prophetic. Okay? Really, so is 2014. 2014, 2015, they're prophetic. It's really that 2012 into that you know, April, May of 2013. Okay, but again, remember, he's bringing clock back this way. But that's really the end. So anything really after that is prophetic. So, but this is our time now. It truly is. It's our time now. So be ready. I don't know when, but be ready. We're here. We're here. Just want you to know what to expect. Okay? Just want you to know what to expect when you get up there. I know that's right. I'm all in on it. I'm gonna cry. I knew I was gonna cry. I almost made it without crying. I'm all in. You know? Again, this is what I understand. People may get it in different ways, but this is the way I know how to explain it. Okay? And this is what he's shown me. There's a reason for every little thing in the Bible. Everything. Everything. There's a reason. There's a reason why Mary rode side saddle, and it's put in there. Because she had both legs facing one side. Legs are what? The left and the right. They're armies of God. They're his armies, right? She had both legs hanging on the same side. Riding side saddle. That's what that means on that animal. You know? I mean, really? How do you make that up? How do you make that up? I just pray that the Lord, whatever I've lacked in and been unable to say, I just pray that he gives it to me. That he makes good my error. You know, that any confusion I've laid out there, that he's made it clear. I just pray so hard that he does that. Because it's so important. So important. So, again, I don't know when, but it's soon. I mean, soon. Because really this time isn't Jesus' birth. It's the other birth. That's what it is. It's the other, birth, it has to do with the other brother. Okay? That's what it is. has to do with the other brother, and that's what this time is about. And that December 25th date, and that this time it's really about not, it's not really Jesus' birth, but it's the other one's birth. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 days later, and this is what it is. It's 3 days later. So, I love you guys. God bless you, and see you super, super, super soon. Thought I could make without crying. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging with me.